What's the biggest difference between someone who hits their dreams and someone who keeps falling short? Is it just talent? Or maybe luck? Nope. It all comes down to discipline and the incredible skill of choosing to do what you need to do even when you'd rather not. But here's the catch. If you're trying to master this skill, there's a problem. A lot of the advice floating around about self-discipline is pretty useless. Online coaches will tell you it's about willpower, that you gotta push yourself, hold on tight, and muscle your way through every day. But Stoicism offers a totally different perspective. It advocates for a kind of discipline that's intense, the kind that builds inner strength, helps you fight off distractions, and turns your intentions into unstoppable actions. Following the path of Stoic discipline is actually a way to find freedom. It teaches you how to break free from impulsive reactions, weaken your weaknesses, and gain the freedom to chase your true purpose. In this video, I'm going to show you how to develop that kind of discipline and create a life filled with happiness, joy, and most importantly, fulfillment. They say every journey starts with just one step. The very first step in cultivating this discipline is deciding who you want to become. Life is full of options. We choose what to do, who to date, where to live, how much time to spend with friends or on hobbies, how much to save versus what to spend. It's a lot to consider. One thing we all share equally is time. And here's the problem. You can't stretch time or fake it. To reach your goals, you need enough of it allocated to what truly matters. That's where tough choices come in. In our fantasies, we think we have endless time and can do everything. But in real life, that's not the case. We have to pick a few priorities and push ourselves to achieve them. So, the first move to building serious discipline is to get honest with yourself, fold your desires, and decide what truly matters. Be real and be honest with what you want. Make a short list of the most important things to focus on in the next month. Things you can aim to succeed at, even if everything else falls by the wayside. Write that list down, put your goals on paper. Once it's on paper, the next step is to start doing. Paradoxically, that means doing less. Extreme discipline begins with elimination. To get the good stuff, you first have to cut out the bad. Do a thorough life audit, where you're spending your time, energy, and resources. What's realistically removable? What's just wasting your precious hours? Let's go through common trouble spots. Late nights are a big one. They wreck your sleep and drain your energy. Instead of staying up late all the time, decide to get more done the next day and go to bed earlier. Excessive hobbies can be a trap too. Enjoy your interests, sure, but not at the expense of your goals. It's the same with overspending, using hard-earned money on things that don't really matter. Ask yourself if what you're buying is actually necessary or just filling an emotional void. Now act on these ideas. Grab your calendar, whether it's a physical planner or an app, and go through each weekday with a ruthless eye. Identify what wastes your time and drains your energy. Cut out the non-essential stuff. Prioritization is the game here. Only focus on what genuinely counts. For example, some folks spend hours scrolling social media daily. What if you didn't? Would it really affect anything? Probably not. Instead, you gain a few more hours every day to work on your goals. And that's what extreme discipline is all about. Saving your time and energy for what truly matters. Look at your schedule and start trimming the fat. Also, take a good look at where you're failing. If a pricey hobby is draining your wallet and your time, consider quitting. If you're abusing food, alcohol, or worse, substances, do what you can to cut back or eliminate altogether. To truly clean house, you've got to take out the trash, identify those bad habits, and take action to regain control. Once the negative patterns are addressed, it's time to create good habits. Think of this as a three-step process. First, you narrow down your goals so you can focus your discipline. Second, you cut out bad habits to free up time and energy. Third, you build new, positive habits that allow you to make the most of what you've gained. Whenever you start a new chapter or alter your life, it's best to start with the basics. A wise health expert once told me that 3 things have the biggest impact on your daily happiness: your nutrition, your sleep, and your daily exercise. These three are so vital that unless you're facing a deadline tomorrow, everything else can wait. Nothing will boost your discipline and effectiveness like these. So eat clean, get plenty of rest, and move your body regularly. Think of these as the foundation upon which your new life is built. Once they're in place, your free time games, hobbies, hanging out can be dedicated to other pursuits. But remember, this approach might seem boring at first. Discipline often looks dull from the outside. It's about doing what you must, even when you don't feel like it, because that's what truly works. Having established the basics with better habits and fewer distractions, it's time to move forward by taking action towards your goals. You do this every day through one simple truth. Action is the ultimate problem solver. Recall, a powerful lesson: motion creates emotion, not the other way around. You don't have to wait until you feel motivated. If you do, you might wait forever. Just start moving and the motivation will come. Become someone who acts, make it part of your identity. And here's a hard truth. The days you don't feel like it, that's exactly when you need to act. That resistance is a test of your discipline and your willpower. Prove yourself strong enough to push through anyway. One small act might seem insignificant, but over time, these add up. That's how unstoppable momentum develops. When you consistently choose to do what you'd rather avoid, your discipline gets stronger, your resolve deepens, and everything in your life starts improving. Remember, you have the power to change everything. Your limited time and resources are your greatest assets in reaching your ambitions. So, practically speaking, how do you build this momentum? One of the simplest tools is a to-do list, your own personal battle plan. First thing in the morning, write down 3 to 5 specific actions that relate directly to your short-term goals. Be crystal clear, don't just jot down work on project. Instead, write, grab my tools from the garage and set them out for tomorrow. Clarity is key because it eliminates hesitation. Next, give each task a priority rating from 1 to 5, with 1 being the most urgent. Tackle the number 1 task first, don't move on until it's finished. That's how you fight procrastination. The hardest task first, even if it's uncomfortable, provides a huge confidence boost when completed. Then, assign strict time limits to each task, realistic, and stick to them. Use alarms or timers. When the time's up, that's it. Even if you're not entirely done, move on. Over time, you'll get better at estimating how long things take and will see yourself becoming more productive. This process is rooted in the Stoic virtue of fulfilling your promises to yourself and respecting your plan. At night, review what you've accomplished. Cross off completed tasks, move unfinished ones to tomorrow, and be honest about where you slipped up. Use this nightly review to learn and grow, making adjustments so you're constantly improving. Start each morning with a brief reflection. Review your goals, visualize potential obstacles, and prepare responses. Don't just hope for the best, plan how you'll handle setbacks. Frame your mind with a positive yet resilient mindset. Tell yourself, I am unstoppable today. Prime your mental state for resilience. At bedtime, reflect again. What did you achieve? Did you take a step closer to your goals? Celebrate the wins, no matter the size. For shortcomings, plan how to do better next time. You can improve your ability to handle setbacks by rehearsing scenarios, an ancient Stoic technique called voluntary hardship, where you seek out small discomforts like cold showers or skipping snacks to toughen up your disciplined muscles. Discomfort is unavoidable daily, whether physical or emotional. The real prize is emotional control, your ability to stay calm and composed amid chaos. Moving on, social discipline is essential. It's about protecting your energy, being intentional with who you hang out with and how you interact. Learn to set boundaries. Saying no is a superpower. It shields your time and mental space. If certain people drain you, politely but firmly create distance. Your energy is a finite resource, treat it accordingly. Be strategic about who you choose to spend time with. Surround yourself with those who motivate, challenge, and lift you up, not drag you down. And don't forget communication. Think before you speak, strive for understanding before trying to be understood. Be deliberate with your words, aiming for clarity and impact. Protect your peace, just as you protect your loved ones. All these pieces: self-control, time management, social boundaries, communication, combine into a powerful system. When applied consistently, they transform your character over time. Think of discipline as compound interest. Each small effort deposits value into your future self. Micro habits, repeated often, gradually turn into ingrained routines that reshape your entire life. Don't underestimate this power. Like a high school student investing a little each month, your consistent efforts will grow exponentially. To really harness this power, focus on systems, not just goals. Goals are the finish line. Systems are the steps that get you there. Design environments that support your healthy habits. Make it easy to do the right things and hard to do the wrong ones. Remove temptations. If gaming or alcohol sabotage you, eliminate them from your space. Keep track of your progress. What gets measured gets improved. Once you have your foundation, it's time to push your limits with bigger challenges. Always remember that the obstacle is the way, a core Stoic idea. Turn setbacks into chances to grow stronger. Use each stumble as a lesson by asking, "What can I learn here?" Gradually, increase the difficulty. Discipline is a muscle that grows tougher under stress. Start small, like public accountability. Share your commitments openly. When others hold you accountable, it creates extra motivation. This all leads to a vital mindset shift. The importance of the long game. Stoicism is a marathon, not a sprint. Real change takes years of consistent effort. Think in terms of years, not weeks or days. Keep building your life steadily, brick by brick. Even when progress seems slow, push on. That's when most folks give up. That persistence is where victory is born. Remember, our time is limited. The scarcity of time should motivate you. Don't let delay or complacency hold you back. Focus on your true goals and the actions that support them. Use the awareness of life's fleeting nature to propel you into action instead of paralysis. Avoid the heavy weight of regret. Never put off important tasks because you think you have tomorrow. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. As you apply these principles and begin to see results, you'll start to understand who you really are, your values, your purpose. This is when your personal operating system takes shape, your set of core principles and non-negotiables. Write them down, things you will never compromise. These guardrails keep you honest. Next, develop your decision framework, how you'll respond to common situations. Pre-decide your reactions to stress, temptation, and setbacks. For example, when stressed, take 3 deep breaths. When faced with temptation, remember your long-term goals. Having these responses prepared preserves mental energy and helps you stay rational. Strengthen your sense of identity with affirmations that embody your ideals. Repeat them during your evening reviews. I am a disciplined person who follows through. The more you internalize this, the more it becomes your reality. Finally, set up a routine of regular reviews: weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Look at how well you stuck to your code. Adjust as needed. Treat this system as a living organism capable of evolution just like you. When you stick with it over time, your discipline will snowball. In the short term, you'll sharpen your focus. You'll waste less time on distractions. Medium term, your main goals will be within reach. Projects will start finishing. Ambitions will get realized. And in the long run, you'll undergo a total transformation, becoming the person you've always wanted to be. But your growth doesn't just end with you. Your discipline will ripple outward. Those around you will notice, and many will follow suit. If you stay consistent, you could become an inspiration someone others look up to. Ultimately, choosing to walk this path comes down to a simple decision: stay average or commit to excellence. The good life isn't handed to you. It's earned through daily discipline. If you're ready to start today, here's your first challenge. Pick one principle, just one Stoic idea, and practice it. Do it today. Tomorrow, do the same. Don't aim for perfection, just focus on consistent effort. That's how real change happens. If you can find others who want the same thing, even better. You can join a community like the Stoic Circle in the comments or our mailing list. Together, you'll find strength, lift each other, and grow stronger as a group. Because at the core, extreme discipline is about becoming capable of handling whatever life throws your way. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. When you master these principles, you build what the Stoics called an inner citadel, steadfast core that can withstand any storm. Change won't happen overnight. You'll face doubts, days when motivation wanes, and setbacks that challenge your resolve. That's perfectly normal. What separates those who succeed from those who give up is how they respond. When you stumble, you will remember. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about bouncing back faster each time. It's about learning from failure and using those lessons to forge ahead. Over time, you'll notice something incredible. What once took enormous willpower will become second nature. The habits that felt forced will become part of who you are. The goals seen as impossible will become inevitable. This is the power of consistent effort and the compound effect of your actions over years. Epictetus reminds us, one can hurt you without your permission. That applies to your discipline journey, too. External circumstances can't derail you unless you let them. You're in control of your reactions, your effort, and your commitment. Your future self is watching. Every choice you make shapes who you're becoming. When you choose the harder path, you're forging the person you want to be. The world needs people of discipline, individuals who keep their standards when others break theirs. It needs leaders who set the example, starting with themselves. The decision is yours. The time to act is now. Your disciplined life begins with your very next choice. Start today.